There's a screeching sound like claws and wood coming from somewhere nearby. Suddenly, a dark shape emerges from the shadows and strikes. Final hunting horror is indicated.
Yeah. Makes sense. The monster's got to come out to play sooner or later.
Black and ropey and relentless, the creature flies swiftly, always seeking its quarry. Its ever-changing form is hard to see for mortal eyes. The monster can pass through impassable borders. The gangster continues his brisk pace down the street and turns the corner past the chapel. The gangster is indicated. Curiosity shop at the highest. Nobody's in the curiosity shop right now.
Nobody's in the curiosity shop.
Pebble puts the open sign on the curiosity shop front door to the closed side, locks the door, and turns out the lights of the shop. Then discard the curiosity shop and all cards and tokens on it.
Okay.
Alright, this gets discarded.
Do we discard the tile?
Yeah.
Discard the curiosity shop. Okay.
Yep.
All cards and tokens on it.
Okay.
This, put back here. Back in here. Retain the lowest agility. Accident investigator.
Whoa!
There's a monster here, see? Let's pass you with Manny's swiftness. Suffer 2 damage. Ability negates the monster move face it towards the street corner 2.
It's on street corner 2.
Yep.
So, agility test, you've got an agility of 3. Looks like that's 1 damage. It's only a flesh wound. Your arm's off. So yeah, one thing in this game is there's horror checks. I don't know if you're familiar with that at all, Star, but basically, if you're standing near a monster, even if you're not on its space, then you have to resolve a horror check.
Yeah.
Francis was like, look around anxiously. A drop of green gray fluid drops on your shoulder. Look up for another meal. Suffer 2 horror. Observation plus 1. Gates. I get plus 1 observation, so I have 6 dice.
6 dice, you need a 2. Easy.
Easy. I'm seeing words from the streets, see? And I cock my gun, you're gonna hear it, and you're gonna hear as I rat-a-tat-tat this motherfucker, see? Fortunately, pull the trigger, your weapon roars back. Will 2. I have 4 will.
Got it.
As you impact the creature and its cry becomes tinge of pain, the monster suffers damage equal to the weapon's damage. It fell when it overwhelms you. Fall apart. I have 4 damage, see? So it takes 4 damage, see? Pretty much the same thing.
Yep, exactly the same thing.
And this gangster on the street corner is just standing there,
Now,
just
hold on,
watching.
Dark, before you spend a clue, your righteous gives you 1 free success.
Takes another 4 damage and it's dead. The creature falls to the ground and remains motionless. As you watch, the creature's corpse changes its form, transforming before your eyes. You are shocked as you slowly begin to recognize its new shape, the body of a dog. A large border collie to be exact. That is when you notice the collar around its neck, stretched and fraying from the transformation. Engraved on the silver tag next to the collar is Daisy and address. Gain the circumstantial item.
Jeez, you have so much stuff.
Oh shit!
Michael's just running around, just carrying a huge pile of stuff in his arms. All right,
For
so
my
that
free
was your 2
movement,
actions.
see?
You
I'm gonna
move if you want.
move, see?
Yep.
1, 2. See?
I do see.
There's a monster outside, see? Killed it, see? My turn.
I've got to go see. See? So I think we'll have Pete go. We're going to use our free ability with Duke to do a trade action on our space. We're going to pick up the kerosene lantern. And considering you're here, we can also trade with each other if there's anything that we want to hand off to each other. Doesn't really matter who has the evidence.
Probably have somebody hold the evidence. So I'm gonna have him trade with you the missing evidence.
That's fine. I don't think it really matters who carries it, but that's not a problem. I think you're fine with your stuff here. Nothing I really need to hand off to you either. Okay,
I'll be in
we'll
charge of
just
that
leave it at
guy
that.
on the outside where he reaches.
Yeah, I'm curious to check out this gangster here. So we're gonna use our free move to step out here and have a little chat with this gentleman.
Leave me alone.
Never mind. I'm actually gonna undo that because again, you can look at a token before you interact with it. So I'm going to instead go ahead and step up here and talk with the priest.
Do for you, Charles, Father Paul asks.
You know what? You look troubled. You look troubled, Father.
Been praying for an end to the violence that seems to be all too common in our town, he said. Ask him what he means. Hear about that shootout between members of the Sheldon and Albanian gangs. Facts, so people were killed, including one of my parishioners, Lou Haverford. Wrong place at the wrong time. Here at the chapel last Sunday. There was an unfortunate altercation at the priest continued. Lou's sister Beatrice got upset when a close friend of Lulu's, Alice Luxley, arrived to pay her respects. Beatrice blamed Alice for Lulu's death and shouted at Alice to leave. Reluctantly did. Tried to reach out to Alice to offer her comfort, but she came one.
All right, clue acquired. And let's talk again. I would ask about the murder, but I'm worried that might be an influence check, and that we're not the best at it. So we're just gonna do a little bit of repentance here.
Mind, increase any will use some after your the bear. Discard one horror and become righteous.
Ooh, nice, because I had a horror to get rid of. And I will take righteous. Wonderful. Just put that down there. Fantastic. And we'll just go ahead and stay where we're at. And Star, I believe we go to you.
Okay. Dexter is gonna see if he can have a chat with old Sadie Sheldon here.
Old Sadie is surrounded by several large, angry-looking men. It'll be difficult to get a word with him.
You know, I'll try and smooth talk my way past the goons.
They're trying to convince them that you have urgent business with Sadie. Influence.
That's a 4 for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll spend a clue. I have plenty.
Goon steps aside, you make your way to Sadie, who has been watching the whole display. Alright, you got my attention. Sadie says, what do you want? It's wisely.
I just read the third one. It's tempting, but I think that would probably piss him off.
What? I think you may have known the man who was murdered at the Carmichael Hotel last night.
Tell Sadie what you know. He remains stoic. Yeah, I knew the fella. Sadie says when you finish. We're working toward a business arrangement. Somebody must have gotten wind of that and put an end to it. The stink of the old Banyan gang all over it. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Ooh. Spend a clue to get a clue.
Two.
You know, I'll see if I can talk with him one more time here.
Do you want to try it?
You know what? Fuck it.
That's the right attitude.
So you're looking for a sugar today, huh? Sadie says, looking over. What do you have to offer? Influence.
Can I offer you this gun?
3 successes.
Get them the offer, Sadie says with a wink. But tonight's a busy night. Come back another night. Well, we can have some fun.
Oh, that was silly. Just to check, by the way, before we vote, can you interact with him again? I just want to make sure that we've exhausted him.
You can buy a
For him
drink.
to buy you a drink.
Okay.
I think I'll after that Dexter is slowly going to walk away. Just like I can't believe that
everybody.
just happened.
All right, what does the game have in store for us now?
Walks up to the door to the warehouse, unlocks it, and goes inside, leaving the door slightly ajar. Move the gangster from the board. Cobblestones underfoot are rounded, uneven. Times passage are perhaps malicious assemblers. This mythos affects an individual in an alley or street with the lowest observation. That would unfortunately be StarSkunk.
Yep.
Okay, what do we
Move
got?
over an earnest stone. Agility 2. Pass, you fall to your knees without major harm. Suffer 1 face down damage. Fail, you topple forward and crack your head on the street. Suffer 2 damage and become stunned.
Okay, so it's an agility check. My agility is 3, I believe, if I
Yep.
remember correctly.
Yep.
Remember, you do have your
You really
mulligan.
want a 2 here. Yeah, this is one you probably don't want to fail. But you didn't. You're fine.
Good.
So
Take 1 face down damage. Go.
which is still not good for me, considering I'm the weakest of the bunch as far as health goes.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
Just walk it off.
At least you don't get stunned.
Yeah, that's the important thing. All right. Who's gonna do what here? Do you want to talk to the priest, or should I? Or because one of us is obviously gonna go in the warehouse here. You know what? I think Pete's gotten his repentance. He's gonna use his free movement to go on over here to the street and explore this warehouse.
Warehouse door slightly ajar. Warehouse is dark except for the light from a lantern at the far end of the dim light of the lantern. You can see the warehouse is filled with wooden crates and pallets. The crates bear stamps from exotic, faraway locales. Discard the explorer token, place the warehouse pallets indicated. Correct order.
Okay.
You see the gangster had been hurrying through the streets, standing at the back of the warehouse, talking to another person who is holding a lantern that is the only light placed. I listen against the conversation, but can't hear what they're saying from where you are. You could try to get closer over here, them. What do you want to do?
You know what? Let's try to sneak in and see what we can hear.
Try to
We're
get
gonna try to
closer.
get closer. Mm-hmm.
Open the door into this side. Agility.
Yep, I've got 4 agility, so we'll go ahead and roll 4 dice.